Hello, YouTube fam. It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review, fam. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Now, I've been sitting here watching the news, and I've been watching YouTube, reading the papers, reading the internet, and it's just crazy as hell when you start hearing about this Diddy case, man. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. My whole thing is, who are you buying this in bulk from? That's a lot of baby oil. And nobody asks any fucking questions. Now I know a shipment that big, baby oil ain't cheap, bro. But I'm gonna say this: with all of these allegations coming out, Cat Williams, back in what it was 2005, saying that Diddy parties were just beyond. He was saying that there are rooms inside of rooms. You can make it to the room, but the other stuff that's happening inside of the rooms, that's something totally different. It's crazy as hell how people look at it. It's crazy as hell how all of this stuff is happening. These stars, man, I mean, they got these voracious appetites. I guess, when you got all this money and all of this wealth, I guess women just ain't doing it no more. I guess it goes to guys and to kids, man, and this shit is starting to get crazy. The stuff that you hearing about Usher, you heard from what his name, Gene Deal, that Usher had went to the hospital when he was staying with Diddy because there was something lodged in his rear. I said, damn. I said, just hearing this shit. Then you hearing it about that Usher pimped out Justin Bieber basically in so many words to Diddy for basically 2 days. What would a grown man do with this little kid? Why is this grown man messing with these kids? Why would anybody, as far as a parent or anybody with common sense, let a grown man keep your teenage son? No. What the hell was Usher, mom? What the hell was Justin Bieber's mom? Look, now the stuff with Danity Kane with Diddy, how they basically said he was trying to pimp them out. Gene Deal was like, man, Diddy said he was gonna get those girls hooked on drugs and pimp them out. And I'm like, damn, dude, like, you notice anybody on Bad Boy don't even make records anymore. That ain't even a record company. It wasn't a record company when it was a record company. He's stolen from all of his artists. He said to Notorious Big Mom, he's going to fulfill Big's dream. He never did. Big's mom said, damn, this man has never done anything for her. And I'm like, damn, dude, you did all of this press tour and concerts and all of this shit in her son's name. She didn't get a damn of that money. Ain't that fucked up? I see why Sting hit his ass so damn hard. He got to pay Sting $1,000 a day for the rest of his fucking life because he used his beats and stuff like that without his permission. $1,000 a day for the rest of his life. They said Mary J. Blige had something to do with this shit. They said Jennifer Lopez probably was the shooter in the nightclub. Dude, I'm just listening to this shit and I'm like, man, what was I at? I'm listening to Jag just blow the lid off of this shit and I'm like, damn. Then you hear that, damn. You hear Shine say, man, I was trying to help Diddy. I thought this man was my brother and every damn thing like that, and he was my friend. And he said, man, I was trying to stick up for my friend and be there for my friend. And he said it turned around and it was put on me. Yeah, went away. Nobody said shit else to him again. When he got out, all of a sudden now everybody's speaking up. You hearing, what's his name, DJ Khaled brother saying that he slept with Cassie, allegedly, and Diddy watched and had him to perform certain sexual acts on her. I'm like, damn, he said he slept with her about 10 times. I'm like, what is really going on? What is going on here? They saying that these guys are part of the Boule, which is a black Illuminati type thing. It's a subsidiary of the Illuminati. It's like the gatekeepers before you get past those doors. Boule is black. But the thing that got me, man, I was just sitting here thinking to myself, what in the actual hell is really going on? You know, it really threw me for a loop when I started hearing that Mary might have something to do with it. I said, Mary J. Blige? You know, I'm like, whoa, what is going on? I said, Mary? Then you remember, Jay was messing with Beyonce before she was legal. He was messing with Aaliyah before she was legal. He was messing with Aaliyah before Dame Dash was. He had her first. What type of shit is that? You know, I used to think a lot of Aaliyah, and I still do, but I'm going to say this. You went from R. Kelly, Jay-Z, Dame Dash. Timberland was in love with her. He had to play it down. He said he had to get his man off of that and treat her like a sister. And I'm like, what is this young girl got that got all these grown-ass men really coming at her really hard? So I'm looking at this, fam, and I want you to pay attention to this. Wendy Williams actually had a photo or a video of Diddy, you know, doing something scalacious with a guy. And you remember he had a fire from that record company. He said, when I get back to such and such New York and she's still there, we ain't gonna do no business with you. They fired her ass on spot. But you come to find out later on that she was telling the truth. The stuff that Kim Porter said that this man was beating on her, Misha Parrish. He was beating on, what's that other lady name? Dude, this guy was beating on women left and right. Man, allegedly he slit his wrist because I think Misha had left his ass. You know, and I said, damn, it's wild as hell. Dude, it's wild as hell. Allegedly, he smacked his mother because his mama had said something that he didn't like. You know, all of his accounts and everything else is in his mama name. See, this is how this man, you know, moved through these loopholes and wasn't charged too much with everything. You know, the thing that everybody tried to tell him before, just because you get away with this shit in the beginning, like R. Kelly said, you get away with it in the beginning, then you get away with it again, and stop, but you keep going, and all of a sudden later, it comes back to bite your ass. Now, they got him on suicide watch in jail, which I know damn well this man ain't willing to kill himself. If he wound up dead, that meant somebody killed him. You know, the feds went into his house, basically. They wasn't looking for, you know, women and, you know, to see if anybody was being trafficked. I believe they were looking for those tapes, allegedly. I believe they were looking for all those tapes. Remember, Hugh Hefner was taping people in the Playboy Mansion. Yeah, Hugh Hefner had underage girls in the Playboy Mansion. Everybody knew that, but no one cared. You know, Diddy had politicians, royalty, musicians, the elites of society at his white parties and all these other parties, these freak-offs he was throwing. And dude, nobody never said any damn thing. Why are they saying anything now? You know, and my thing is, they talking about Bashir Gray. You remember the young man from Empire? They said allegedly that Will Smith and Diddy did something to him. They were saying, man, that Usher and Justin Bieber was looking, you know, on. And I'm like, dude, wow, what are we really doing here? What is really going on? What's with all of these weird acts that they're, you know, out here presenting? You look at some of the photos at these Diddy parties and you see them touching Justin Bieber in weird ways. And I was looking at, I said, what's with these weird ass photos? You got, what's his name? What's that guy name? Paul Wall, not Paul Wall. That other guy, other white rapper with the gold teeth and all the stuff on his face. He had Bieber by the neck in one of these, you know, and I'm like, what the fuck is all this? And what's the deal with Rick Ross and Diddy kissing on the mouth and shit, Birdman and Lil Wayne and all of them kissing each other? What is all of this, man? What is this? Is this what it's like to be in the music industry? Why do you think people are signing and not signing? They're not signing to no damn record labels no more. The artists never got any money. The artists, most of them, put it like this, the artist that had the best contract in music was Michael Jackson. And even though Michael Jackson had the best contract, he said, they're cheating me. because I got the rights to the Beatles songs, the catalogs and all of that. They want it. So they try to discredit me. They bombed this album and every damn thing because they wanted the rights to the Beatles. They wanted them catalogs, man. Now that they got them, they pimping out his music and every damn thing. It lets you know when you sign that dotted line, man, you're not just signing it for music, you signing it for every damn thing else. Now look at it. Now they trying to look into that Tupac case, saying that Diddy might have had something to do with it. Because remember, Gene Deal said, hey, he was talking about, shit, Pac may have, Pac gonna die. Maybe Notorious Big might have to die too. And I'm like, wait, hold on. Because Diddy and Suge Knight created the East Coast, West Coast beef to sell albums. And a lot of people didn't realize that's what it was. And, people were taking that shit real personal. And that's wasn't what it was, man. And I'm looking at it, man. If you look back at all this shit, you look at the horrendous treatment. Diddy wasn't there when Craig Mack died. Craig Mack basically had, what? Bad Boy on his back when it first started. Black Rob, he died. Diddy was nowhere to be found. Notorious Big, he made a big production of it. He had all type of stuff. White caskets and every damn thing else. He had music playing, but you know what? Didn't do shit for his mom. You just basically left him stanking and his kid. Didn't give him not one damn. Ain't that funny? You bought this man publishing rights from him right when he first started for $100,000 because Big said he needed money. When Notorious Big was about to leave Bad Boy Records because he was going to start his own label. Tupac was leaving Death Row and he was starting his own label. And it's funny how they both end up dead. I'm not saying that, them passing is, is anything, but they said they never, they said when Tupac was shot up in a car, they said a helicopter came and he got on the helicopter. Dude, one thing about Tupac, I'm not sure if Tupac is actually dead. You know what? A lot of these people, I'm not sure Michael Jackson is dead. Because if you ever seen him when he allegedly died from that overdose that the doctor had gave him, he was driving, the ambulance were driving and they had him in the back. Then all of a sudden you see them helping him out the back and he's walking into the hospital. What is really going on? Dude, what is with all of this? There's a lot more going on that we don't know about. And I think y'all should all pay attention. Cat Williams said this year is going to be a year of the truth. And so far it has been. All of these celebrities, Amy Schumer, people that you didn't think, Ashton Kutcher, Will Smith, they was talking about Busta Rhymes, Ja Rule, they said he had some of everybody. They said he got some on damn near everybody. And this is one thing I didn't understand. I always understood that 50 had beef with Diddy, and I was trying to figure out what was the beef about until I learned like a few years back that Diddy offered to take him shopping. And he was like, it was no other way to take that. He offered to take him shopping. And if you thought about it, you knew exactly what it meant. Remember Columbus Short, the guy from Stomp the Yard? You remember the movie where Chris Brown died in? But anyway, I didn't know. He called Columbus Short one night and was asking Columbus Short to come to the hotel. And he was like, man, who there with you? He was like, nobody. And Columbus Short was looking at his wife, and after he got off the phone with him, he said, dude, this guy, it's something up. I think this guy's into men. And this guy may be into me. Carl Thomas allegedly left Bad Boy Records because he said he got tired of, running from Diddy because Diddy was trying to, Dude, this was wild. It's so crazy if you look at all of this stuff, man, and you really look down the list of celebrities. They say Oprah, some of everybody's on that list that, went to these parties. I didn't know Chris Brown dated Amber Rose for a minute. Chris Brown was back there, back in the day, 2022 or something like that, or 2020, you know. And I'm like, dude, why y'all messing with this guy? You know what he's about. Oh, ain't no, but then Marlon Wayans was talking about, man, all that shit must have happened after I left the party. But some people say he was there for the party, man. But there was a lot of people at Diddy parties that wasn't there for that. They left. You know, people go to the party and they leave. Ain't nobody really trying to stay there after 3 o'clock, man. You know, after a certain time, you know, maybe some weird shit might jump off. Dude, they ain't trying to hear that. It's crazy as hell. But you know what? It's not like you didn't see it coming. Shit, man, 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Who did he buy it from? And people are saying, is it Johnson and Johnson, or did Johnson and Johnson have something to do with it? Dude, when I start looking at all this stuff, I really pay attention and wonder what is really going on. This is what we need to look at. But to later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.